So let's talk about Google's free AI tool, NotebookLM. It's already pretty powerful, but there's a hidden feature that honestly changes everything. It can take your presentations from looking totally generic to something you'd be proud to show anyone. And this quote it nails the problem, doesn't it? You use an AI tool, and yeah, the content it generates is fantastic, super accurate, but the design, it just screams AI template. It's okay, I guess, but you're not showing that to a client. No way. But what if I told you there's a way around that? A hidden fix that gives you custom, professional-looking designs every single time, and it's completely 100% free. Yeah, there is a way, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. First, though, let's just quickly remember why NotebookLM is so great to begin with. Unlike a lot of other AI tools that can just make stuff up, NotebookLM sticks only to the documents and sources you give it. That means what it creates is always accurate and always on topic. That's absolutely critical for any kind of professional work. And just look at this. This shows you the difference we're talking about. On the left, that's the default output. It's fine, but it looks like it came off an assembly line. On the right, that's what you can get with this little trick. Same amazing content, but it looks intentional, professional, and custom. So what is this magic trick? Well, I call it the Gemini styling trick. And it really is like a free design upgrade for NotebookLM using another one of Google's free tools to make it happen. And honestly, it's incredibly simple. Step 1, just go to Google Images and find a presentation or an infographic with a style you really love. Save that image. Step 2, pop that image into the free version of Gemini and just ask it, hey, describe the visual style of this image. It'll spit out a perfect text description, the color codes, the font styles, the whole thing. And then step 3, you literally just copy that description and paste it into the Customize box in NotebookLM before you hit Generate. That's it. But you can take it even one step further. Here's a little pro tip. After you paste in that design style, add a little note about who your audience is. Something like, the target audience for this is a group of beginners. This doesn't just change the look, it actually changes the writing, making it simpler or more technical depending on who you're talking to. Okay, so you've done it. You have this beautiful, custom-designed deck. But there's one last, tiny, annoying detail. That little NotebookLM watermark on every single slide. Don't worry, we're going to get rid of that too. For free, of course. Here's the workaround. First, download your presentation as a PDF. Then, just use any free online PDF to PowerPoint converter. Once you've got that PowerPoint file, open it up in Google Slides, and here's the magic part. The watermark isn't baked into the image anymore. It's just a regular old text box. You can just click on it and hit delete. It takes like 2 minutes, and poof, your whole deck is perfectly clean. Now, this is where it all comes together. Because these styling tricks are really just the beginning. Google just added some new features that take NotebookLM from being just a content generator and turn it into a full-on presentation pipeline. First up is this new thing called deep research. I mean, think about all the hours you spend just gathering articles and websites before you can even start writing. Well, this feature does all of that for you. You give it a topic, and it goes out, finds, analyzes, and organizes all your source material automatically. And to give you an idea of how powerful this is, I tested it. I asked it to research a popular AI topic. In just 6 minutes, it found 48 different relevant sources. We're talking websites, research papers, even Reddit threads, all perfectly organized. It did a whole afternoon's worth of work in the time it takes to make a cup of coffee. This next one is a total game changer. It used to be that if you didn't like one slide, maybe it had too much text, you had to regenerate the entire presentation. It was so frustrating. Not anymore. Now you can revise slides one by one. You just click a little button on the slide and type in what you want, like, hey, can you make this a 3-step bullet list? And it does it. And finally, there's data tables. This feature is sneakily one of the most powerful updates. It takes all your messy sources, articles, interview transcripts, whatever, and it automatically pulls out the key info and organizes it into clean, structured tables for you. So, for instance, you could feed it a dozen different reviews of AI tools and just ask it to create a comparison table. And boom, you get this beautiful chart with columns for pricing, features, and who it's best for. It literally turns unstructured chaos into structured data. And the uses are obvious, right? You can export these straight to Google Sheets with one click. You can turn your messy meeting notes into a clean table of action items and who's responsible for them. It just turns raw info into something you can actually use.
So when you put it all together, the Gemini styling trick, the deep research, the data tables, NotebookLM really transforms. It's not just a content generator anymore. It's a free, end-to-end pipeline that takes you all the way from a rough idea to a polished, professional, and totally custom-designed deck.
Which really brings us to the most important question, right? All those technical hurdles, all that time wasted on design, that's all automated and free now. So with all of that out of the way, what are you going to focus on creating?